Hey there, besties, and welcome to another episode of 25 Days of Tier List with Japan. Who's
I'm
here?
here.
Yes,
I'm
yes. Anyway, today we are doing a tier list on sodas and how much we like them. So I guess we can just jump in. First things first, we have 7-Up.
I don't like 7-Up at all.
I was about to say I don't like 7-Up at all either. It's a lot like Sprite. D tier for me.
Yeah, definitely D tier. I mean, it's definitely worse than Sprite by far.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
It's there's a lot of people that actually really like Sprite though, and I just don't understand those people. But anyway, yeah, D tier for me is not a good vibe. No. Next up we have A&W root beer. I am putting it on C tier because nothing beats Barks. I'll drink it if there is no Barks root beer, but generally I just won't even have it.
I view the same way. It's not the worst ever.
Right.
It is definitely not something I'd buy on purpose.
What tier are you putting it on?
C also.
Yeah, I think that's valid. Next up we have Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
I like Baja Blast. It's not the best Mountain Dew flavor, but still pretty good.
I don't like root beer, but I don't think Baja Blast is the worst, so... Wait, I don't like Mountain Dew. Did I say root beer?
Yeah, that's what I was like, what?
Wait, my whole brain just shit itself. I don't like Mountain Dew,
yeah,
but I don't think Baja Blast is the worst. I'm putting it on C. Where are you putting yours?
I'm putting on B. I think it's definitely not the best Mountain Dew flavor.
I know your favorite.
It's in the top 5, I would say, at least.
Yeah. Wait, I don't think they have your favorite on here.
They don't have my favorite, yeah.
Oh.
They have my second favorite, though.
Ripperoni. Okay. Next up, we have Barks root beer. I fucking love Barks root beer. If I'm gonna have a root beer, it's gonna be Barks, and it's S tier for me.
Yeah, same here. It's my favorite also. Hands down, the best.
Yeah, it's delicious. Next up is Canada Dry. Is that like a ginger ale?
Yeah, it's ginger ale. I've never had Canada Dry.
I've also never had Canada Dry, but that's because I don't like ginger ale, like, at all. I think it is disgusting.
I've never had ginger ale, I don't think.
Really? Okay, I'm putting it on never had. I think it's good for your tummy.
Yeah, I mean, ginger anything just seems like automatically.
Yeah, I didn't know. Like, see, I didn't know. Does ginger ale have ginger in it?
I'm assuming it has some type of ginger in it, but I also that could be really just a dumbass thing to think about.
Well, like, it makes sense that it would have ginger in it, but I'm just not, like, sure, I guess. Like,
yeah.
Like, I would be willing to drink ginger ale if it had ginger in it. Ginger's really good for your stomach.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind buying it and trying it. Apparently it's a good mixer for drinks too.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't just drink it, like, just to enjoy it, but if my tummy was hurting, which I have a lot of tummy issues, yeah. Alright, next up is Coca-Cola. This may be controversial, but I don't like Coca-Cola, but I like it better than 7-Up, so C tier for me.
I'll put Coke in A tier. It's classic. Well, no, wait. I'll put it in B, because I feel like there's other stuff better than it.
Yeah, that's valid.
There'll be some space up at the top.
Totally valid.
A lot of space up at the
top. Next up we have Coca-Cola Zero. I have never had Coca-Cola Zero because I just don't like Coke.
Coke Zero is weird. Like, it doesn't really taste like Coke, but it tastes artificial. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's just not the greatest. You get really sick drinking a lot of it, it feels like. Like, I could pound Coke all day, but then, like, Coke Zero, I can drink just one can. Or one bottle. I can't drink that much. I think it's the artificial sugar in it. Like the Splendor or whatever the hell they put in it. It just makes me feel sick by drinking too much. I don't like that stuff. I
try to avoid anything that, like, is, like, sweetened with that because I feel like it makes me not feel good.
Yeah.
Which soda doesn't make me feel great either, but, like, I don't know, there's a difference, but yeah. Where are you putting that?
I'm putting it in D.
Yeah, that's valid. I just put it in never had because I don't think I've ever had Coke Zero, and I probably never will. Next up we have A&W Cream Soda. I actually don't think I've ever had this one. I'm not a big cream soda fan, so I've never tried it.
I like it. I probably put it in B tier. It's not the greatest of the cream sodas, but I think it's definitely better than some of the other ones.
So it's better than, like, A&W, just straight.
Yeah, it's definitely better than the root beer, for sure. They make a better cream soda, which was sad.
That's
But it's not the best
interesting.
cream soda I've had. I'm trying to think of the. I don't think there's a brand on here that makes the cream soda that I like.
Yeah, I don't think it's on here at all. All right.
So I mean, at least it's B. I think it's pretty solid.
That's totally valid. Next up we have Diet Coke. A common theme you guys are about to see is I don't like Diet Coke. I'm putting it in D tier. Or like diet
Or
drinks.
diet.
Yeah,
Diet.
that's what I meant.
I put it in A. It's my classic drink. I used to drink it as a kid the most. It's definitely better than Coke, but
Really? Why is it better than Coke?
it's just like I don't know. It's like the flavoring of it. It's just I don't know. Maybe it's just more nostalgic than anything. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
that's
what I grew
valid.
up drinking more than anything. Was that and the Coke with no caffeine in it.
Is
Which
it
is
because
like, I
your
still-
aunt kept it in the house, or?
Well, my grandmother is addicted to Diet Coke.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
she
For whatever
drinks
reason,
it
I figured it would be your
nonstop.
aunt. That's funny.
No, my aunt does drink a lot of soda, but it's more like her favorite soda is Code Red, Mountain Dew.
Yeah, that's true. I
and,
forgot about
like,
that. That
stuff
is
like that.
hers.
So,
Yeah.
but my grandmother has drinking Diet Coke her entire life. It feels like. So it just was like that. And then my grandfather, when I went out there, they can't have caffeine, so they had the non-caffeinated Coke, which
That's
comes
a
in the gold
thing?
can. Yeah, it comes in a gold can, and it's like completely different tasting than anything. Like it doesn't taste like Coke, because like how can it taste like Coke? But like it's still, I feel like if you drank it, you'd be like, this is probably garbage. But like I drink it and I'd be like, this is not bad. Like I definitely prefer a Coke, but like I like it, like the non-caffeinated one. at
I'm
least.
really picky.
But I think it's just more of like, well, no, I think it's more of like
nostalgia.
just yeah, like I don't feel
No,
like
that's totally
it's
valid.
made to be good. It's made to fill somebody's addiction to caffeine that can't have caffeine anymore because they don't want to
No,
die.
that makes it. Yeah, that's totally valid.
So Diet Coke, I would say, is like A tier just because of that. I feel like it's better tasting than Coke. I know it's probably not actually, but that plus Coke to me always has this weird, and I don't know, it's like a maple or like a sap smell to it.
Coke?
And that kind of turns me off. From
Now
Coke
I gotta
compared to
smell
Pepsi.
Coke. I don't. I
I
haven't.
don't know. I could be talking out of my
No,
ass.
I
as
wanna
far as I
smell it
know,
now.
But that's,
Okay.
this is exactly how I feel with it. So like, it just automatically, I feel tree sap. It doesn't affect the taste, and like it goes away. But when I open it, that's what I smell or what I feel.
Right, that's interesting. All right, next up we have Diet Dr. Pepper. Like I said, I'm not really a fan of diets, but if I had to choose a diet like soda to drink, it would probably be Dr. Pepper. So I'm going to go C tier.
I'm gonna go A tier with Diet Dr Pepper. It's really good.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
definitely,
Okay.
has like the whatever sweetener thing that they put in it. It does definitely make up
Compliment.
for it. And if you buy it, like really, what puts it in tier is if you buy it from McDonald's, because McDonald's sodas for the drive-thru automatically boost the flavor. For
Yeah, there's
some
something
reason.
about them. I think I
And
don't know if it's
for
just like
Diet
fresh.
Dr Pepper, it just boosts it even more. I just always forget to order it from when I go to McDonald's because I wouldn't really order probably Diet Dr Pepper when Dr Pepper's on the menu, but like that's the one place where you could get away with it.
Interesting. All right, next up we have Diet Mountain Dew. I have never had Diet Mountain Dew. So yeah. What about you?
It is god awful.
Yeah?
It is just straight up garbage. Just
Interesting.
like sewage water. It should be D. It should never exist. But that's just a thing. The only thing about Mountain Dew that's good is that it's sugar. You feel that you're drinking something really sweet. And they take that and they take all of that out and just give you lemon lime, basically throw up in a can.
Oh,
And
that
so like they're
sounds
like, here's a
awful.
Diet Dr Pepper. Like I've bought it on accident at work because they're like literally almost the same color because they literally do that to just screw you. Like the bottles are the exact same color and the
You're like,
only
they
thing
are
that
out
different
here
is
for
the
me.
logo. And you can see
Yeah.
the two logos between the two. You literally Diet is the only thing that's you can see. And sometimes the bottles are backwards in the machine because whoever loads it is, not the greatest. So you accidentally get one and you drink it and you just like, I regret my life.
I regret my life decisions, yeah.
So D for sure.
All right, next up we have Diet Pepsi. My mom was like hellza addicted to Diet Pepsi when I was a kid, and we didn't get soda a lot. Like soda was never something that we kept around very much, but she had this one job where she owned like this store where she resold stuff, and it was right by a grocery store. So every day she would be like, I'm gonna get a diet Pepsi. And at some point she started keeping a few of them around, and my brother and I are like, fucking hey, there's soda, hello. That's like the only soda we had, so we actually drink a lot of this. I'm going B tier. This is so weird, but like B tier only because I used to drink. I probably wouldn't reach for this now, but if it was like, hey, you want a soda and they had Diet Pepsi, I would probably drink it.
Yeah, I'd probably put it in B tier also.
Yeah, that's valid. I know that's really weird for me. I don't know. But yeah. Next up we have Dr. Pepper, immediate S tier. This is my favorite soda. Like, if somebody told me I could never have any other soda except I could choose one for the rest of my life, I would choose Dr. Pepper. It is my favorite.
Same, so. And I'm wearing a Dr. Pepper shirt, so.
See, there you go. Next up we have Fanta. I don't know, where are you putting it? I don't really care for orange soda, but like I wouldn't say that I fucking hate it, you know, like.
Yeah. I go in waves, like, when you want orange soda, it's the best orange soda to drink.
Right.
But you don't really want orange soda that often, and I normally, when I get a Fanta, like, if I get one at work, I also get a brisk iced tea, and then I mix the two together. And I
forgot you did that, yeah. I put it on C tier.
I'm gonna put it on C tier. It's like mid, but it's definitely the best orange soda. So I don't know, like, it's the best or the worst type of thing.
Yeah, no, that's totally valid. Okay, next up we have Mountain Dew, just regular. I like I said, I just don't like Mountain Dew, so D tier for me. Like, if somebody had was like, hey, you want a soda, and all they had was just Mountain Dew, I'd say no. So
yeah, I like Mountain Dew. Only lemon lime thing I think I ever like. I would probably put it in A tier for me. It's well, actually, I feel like Baja Blast is better than Mountain Dew.
You want a Baja Blast?
I'll put it in B tier with it and then figure it out later.
Yeah, I'm not making my tiers even on this one, by the way. I'm just going straight up at what I like and don't like.
Try to make it even on some of the ones.
Yeah, that's valid. I just so it is like one of those things where it's like I can't. I was about to say something and my mind went completely blank. Oh, I was gonna say, because they don't. Oh, they do have it on here. They do have Code Red on here. I just didn't see it. Never mind. All right. Next.
That isn't my favorite though.
Wait, what? I thought it was.
Pitch Black is my favorite, the grape flavored one.
You know what? I think you've told me that, but you never can find it.
I never get it because it's seasonal or whatever BS that they do, like where it just comes out randomly.
Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, Code Red would be my.
But Code Red's your aunt's favorite. I do know that, and she couldn't find it for the longest time.
Yeah, because they stopped making it for a while. I don't know, because like I think people have the feeling, and I think you're for sure one of them, that like cherry flavor, no matter what, is tastes like medicine.
Cough syrup.
So like I don't feel like Code Red anywhere near that, but a lot of people say that it tastes like cough syrup. Now like that whiskey I bought, or that rum that I bought recently, the vanilla cherry one,
I did
for
not.
sure tastes like,
no,
that
syrup.
one for sure does. I think I can save it by putting more vanilla flavoring into it, but still it's it's definitely cough syrupy, but I don't think Code Red is. But
the only thing with cherry that I like is just like regular the only cherries I've ever enjoyed, I like maraschino cherries, but those aren't, I don't think you can claim those as cherries really, but are like fresh cherries. Like I like fresh cherries, but every once in a while, I think the best cherries I've ever had were like, my brother had a cherry tree in his yard and they were so good. And that's like, I like those, and I've had cherries here and there, but that's about it. I don't like cherry flavoring. I think
you'd like grenadine more than anything. What? Like the cherry flavoring that they have for like alcohol and stuff.
I've heard of that, yeah.
That. Like Shirley Temples have that, which is like Coke and cherry.
It's not like something that it's not a flavor I go for, so.
No, for sure not. Yeah, you hate grape and cherry the most.
Yeah. All right, next. Well, but that's the thing. I like grapes, but I don't like grape flavoring because it doesn't taste like grapes.
Different. Yeah. That's weird.
Next up we have Pepsi. I actually really, really like Pepsi. I'm gonna go A tier with Pepsi. So yeah, what about you?
I think I'm gonna go S tier.
See, I
which I
almost went
never
S
really
tier,
liked
but...
Pepsi growing up, but we've drank it a lot. Like we just went to the store and bought 2 sodas, which was Dr. Pepper and Pepsi. So like I feel like it deserves to be in it because we do tend to grab Pepsi most of the time, especially because both of us like it.
We'd grab Dr. Pepper over anything, but
yes.
I also like a little bit of Pepsi every once in a while. So
yeah, I think I just like Pepsi now.
I
never
like
really
it too.
drank it. We were a very Coke family, and so like I guess
my family
can't really...
like, well, we didn't get soda very often, but we would go for like whatever, you know, like I don't think we ever were like particular on anything. Like I know we all really like Dr. Pepper. My mom liked Diet Pepsi. I know we were okay with Pepsi, but like I don't know, I think we were kind of like, oh, you know, whatever soda but like we didn't get soda very often, so like whatever soda we did get was like a huge treat to get. It was always like, oh yeah, okay, this is like a big treat. So like I feel like that made me not particularly picky, I guess.
No, yeah, that's valid.
And next up we have, is it Schweppes?
Yeah, I think it's also ginger ale, if I'm not mistaken.
I've never
I haven't
had
had
this.
it.
Yeah.
I haven't had it either.
Alright, next up we have some Sierra Mist. I know my brother was obsessed
awful
with Sierra Mist. He loved this shit, but I don't like it, so it's D tier for me.
Yep, sure. I don't like it. I think it's almost as bad as 7-Up.
Yeah, that's valid.
It's definitely one of the worst of the worst.
Alright, next up we have Sprite. D tier for me because Sprite is associated with like anytime I would get sick to my stomach, like especially like if I was like, you know, it was coming out both ends. My mom would give it to me to help my tummy, and honestly Sprite now just, it's weird. What is the word? The something effect. Basically it like every time I drink it, it just tastes like throw up to me at this point.
That's valid. I would say it's like I would put it just in C because of its ability. Like I'll still drink it when my stomach is upset. I won't drink it like pretty much any other time, but it does soothe me, and like I do like it when I'm feeling I'm gonna get sick. It does comfort me and all that. So I'll give it a C tier. I definitely wouldn't just pick it up on its own if I wasn't sick.
But like why do little kids like Sprite so much? Like why is that such a thing, like to get little kids Sprite? It's so weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Anyway, weird side tangent. Next up we have Squirt. I've never had this. Why would you name a soda Squirt? That just sounds whatever.
Well, I think it came out before, like, I don't know when squirting wasn't invented, but like when people started using that term is maybe when they did it. But it's okay. It's citrus flavor if I'm not mistaken. I'd put it in D. I don't think I'd ever go buy Squirt. Also, just because I don't want to have the cart full of Squirt.
I don't know, that sounds funny to me. I would get it just for that. Next up we have Sunkissed Orange. Is that like a tea with orange, or is it just straight up orange soda?
No, it's straight up orange soda. I've never had Sunkissed one.
Kissed. Okay, I've never had it either. Yeah. That is a no for the... Okay, next up we have something I've never even heard of. It's Tab.
Okay. Tab, I've had it before at
I love the can.
I went to... Okay, so that's the problem that we have. Okay, so Tab was created for women. Like, that's the literally reason they made Coca-Cola. That's why they made it that color and all that shit. And it was extremely pulled off the shelves because of how many people were upset with it at some point, because that's what it was.
Yeah, why wouldn't you be upset?
That's what they marketed it for, was like, this is for women. It was like Dr. Pepper Zero when it came out. They said this is a soda for women. And
that is so icky.
Like, was Zero or Dr. Pepper 10? It was the one that was 10 calories.
That is gross.
I think it's berry flavored. I had it when I went to Vegas. They had a soda parlor thing for Coca-Cola there, and you could get a sampler plate. And I got one, and I remember having it. It's like berry flavored. I thought it was pretty good, but I'm not gonna be able to judge it all because it was just like one thing. But yeah, it's been discontinued, and they brought it back.
As it should be though, because like that's so gross.
Yeah.
Why is this a thing?
Because it was like in the 70s or 80s when that was like a big kick of fanes to be like, oh, here's this, but just for ladies. And it really was just, nothing different.
That is just a bunch of men in marketing being like, oh, we should make something for women. Like,
I could be 100% wrong.
This is not the time for a rant
being.
right now, but I could have a rant on this, and we'll just continue. Fuck whoever made that, fuck y'all. Alright, next up we have something that I don't even know what the fuck that is. It's a bottled... You know what? This is how I'll view it. I don't know what brand this is, but let's just say bottled root beer. I love me some bottled root beer, so I'm gonna put it on A tier. I don't know what that particular brand is. It looks like it's not even a brand. I'm just gonna say bottled root beer, and I love me a bottled root beer, so I'm putting it on A tier.
It looks very familiar, but I can't tell. I'm just gonna put I haven't drink because I'm just I don't know. I want to do it based off the brand and all that.
Alright, next up we have Surge. So this was like early 2000s, 90s, I feel like. Wasn't it like a energy drink?
No. It's Coca-Cola's Mountain Dew clone. So I guess it's energy because it's high in caffeine, but it's Coca-Cola's ability to try to fight Mountain Dew. Because Mountain Dew's owned by Pepsi. So like everybody and their they change having clones of certain drinks because especially with Coca-Cola they couldn't get certain stuff in their own areas like they had a big thing with McDonald's and stuff, so McDonald's was like, well, I want Mountain Dew, and then that means they would have to go to Pepsi and get Mountain Dew. So then they were like, no, we got something, we got Surge. And it didn't last long, but they did bring it back.
But other commercials made it seem like it was an energy drink.
I do not believe it was, but I mean, I could be wrong with that.
No, it's just remember, confusing.
I think it's because it was so caffeinated. That's the thing with Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew has more caffeine than most energy drinks.
Weird.
Because it's caffeine that
I've never had it personally, so
I've had it. It's pretty decent. I'll put it in C tier. I definitely think Mountain Dew's better. It has like a citrusy and a lemon lime taste. So I think it's a little bit different.
Okay.
It's closer to mellow yellow than I think Mountain Dew fully, but I'm not 100%.
All right, next up we have Crushed Grape. Never had it because I don't like grape flavoring.
I think I've had Crushed Grape. I don't think it's as good as Fanta Grape, so I'm gonna put it in D tier.
That's valid. Next up we have RC Cola. I don't even know if they still have this anymore.
Yes. I almost picked it up yesterday.
Oh, okay. This is something that I wouldn't get super often. It was my brother and I had a weird obsession with it because it seems special. I don't know why we thought it was special. I don't know. But B tier. I think it was close to Pepsi, and it's not the worst.
I think it's literally a mix between Coke and Pepsi. It feels like.
Okay. I haven't had it in so long. I don't know.
A tier. I used to get it at the gas station all the time.
That's where we would always get it. It was always at the gas station. I don't think we ever bought a pack of it or a 2-liter of it. But
normally didn't. They were kind of on the bridge of not being out that much, and then now they kind of make a resurgence. They're at Walmart. I was gonna pick up some the other day. I just decided not to because it was kind of sticky on that one. So
I'm putting it B tier, based on how I felt about it as a kid, but as an adult, I don't know.
I thought it was pretty good. I'm putting A tier. I definitely think it's better than Coke.
All right, next up we have Mountain Dew Code Red. I've never had this because I don't like Mountain Dew.
S tier for me. It's my second favorite Mountain Dew. It's really
valid.
Good.
That is totally valid. Next up we have Fanta Grape. Never had it.
I like Fanta Grape. It's definitely better than the Crushed Grape. I'd put it in C.
That's valid. And next up we have Sunkissed Grape. Never had it.
I haven't had Sunkissed.
Have you had Jolt?
No, that definitely looks like some type of energy soda.
Yeah, it really does. I've never had it either.
I've never had it. I've never even heard of it, to be honest.
Me
That's
neither.
the only one I haven't heard of on this list, other than the cream sodas that the other companies made. I have never heard of Jolt
I've never heard of that
completely
before either. Mellow Yellow. I was honestly if I'm gonna put it on C tier because I don't like it, but I didn't hate it.
Yeah, same. I would drink it if somebody gave me Mellow Yellow right now. I would drink it, but
I probably would be
buy.
but I remember not totally hating it as a kid. Next up we have mug root beer. I actually like mug root beer all right. I'm gonna put it on B tier though. I still think Barks is the best. But if somebody was like, hey, Barks went out of business, what are you gonna drink now? I would drink mug root beer. Probably. I like how foamy it is. I think that's something I've always liked about it.
Yeah, I agree with all of that. I put it in B also. It's definitely better than A&W, but not as good as Barks, so B seems like the perfect spot.
Yeah. Next up, Orangina? Wait, that cannot be it. Orangina? Orange?
Yeah, I think it's like an orange juice soda, or maybe just orange flavoring.
Orangina. Who thought this was a good idea? I'm putting this in never had.
We have a soda marketed towards women, so like I don't think people think that much in a lot of this shit.
Honestly, if they made a soda called Pussy Power and it was like made by women for women,
they have chips flavored like it.
You know, I would not eat a pussy chip. I'm just not.
I'm just saying, but that's what they're selling.
I'd eat pussy, but I would definitely not eat a pussy flavored chip. That's just weird.
I know. I'm not saying.
It's like somebody like, hey, would you like some cum flavored jelly?
We want some ass flavored brownies.
Moving on. Next up, we have Pib Extra. I actually like Pib Extra. I would go A tier with that actually.
Yeah, definitely not as good as Dr. Pepper, but it definitely is good.
Yeah, I like it. Like you said, not as good.
Best clone.
It's also a different flavor though, like to me. But I actually like it pretty
vanilla.
good.
They have more vanilla. It's another one of those that's really good.
Yeah.
You, get it?
No, it is pretty good. Next up we have Crush Orange. Never had it.
I've had Crush Orange. I'm pretty sure I have. I don't think it was that good. It's definitely not the good. I think Fanta has the best like flavored random drinks.
Okay.
So I put it in D tier.
Next up we have Barks. I've never seen this before. Is it cream soda? I haven't seen it,
but I really want to order it though. It looks like cream soda. I think these last two are both cream soda.
Yeah, I can see the mug says cream soda, but I've never seen this before. I've only ever seen regular Barks.
I want it now. I really want it because I like cream soda, so I would definitely get Barks. But
yeah,
I would have to have a drink on the last two just because of that.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen that before. It's interesting. Have you ever had like the root beer candies? That's what I'm pretty sure they must be made by Barks because they're like the barrel shape.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know if they're made by, but I have had them.
I love those. I don't know. That made me think of it as the barrel. Why are they barrel shaped?
As root beer? I don't know.
I don't know. That's weird. Anyway.
Maybe it's made in a barrel. I don't know.
I don't know. What comes on your S tier?
Barks, Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, Code Red.
I have two, Barks and Dr. Pepper. What's your A tier?
Diet Coke, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, RC, and Pib. Yours?
Mine is Pepsi, bottled root beer, and Pib Extra. And what is on your D tier?
7-Up, Coca-Cola Zero, Diet Mountain Dew, Sierra Mist, Squirt, Crush Grape, Crush Orange.
Mine is 7-Up, Diet Coke, Mountain Dew, Sierra Mist, and Sprite. I think there is a common theme with what I do not like, and do like here. Anyway, there are our tier lists. There are so many of these that I just haven't even tried. That's so crazy to me. I am actually really weirdly particular about what I drink though. I don't know. I'm kind of like picky about sweets and about like drinks, but like it's weird. Like when it comes to food, like if it's like vegetables and stuff, I'm like a fucking dumpster. I'll eat anything, just about. But sweets and like sweet things or like drinks, I'm weird about. I feel like you're the opposite.
Yes, complete opposite.
Yeah.
I will try anything as a drink, no matter what the flavor is.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's episode. Make sure you check out... make sure you guys check out my description for links to Japan stuff.
And links in my description for Scar stuff.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. I hope that you guys enjoyed the episode, and we will catch you next time. Bye, besties!
Bye, bye!